Here's a giant thank you to all my Patreon members. Your support is greatly appreciated. In full disclosure, before I start this video, I just want to let everyone know that I did receive a review copy of EDF World Brothers 2 from D3 Publishers. Now, onto the review. What is up, guys? Nova Joe back again, this time with a review for Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2. Now, I told you guys yesterday that I didn't think I was going to be able to get a review out. Well, I was wrong. After sitting down and playing this game for several hours, including some two-player split screen with my son, I feel that I can give this game a very fair review. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into that. Once again, we are back with another iteration of World Brothers with Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2. And this iteration is a follow-up, a direct follow-up to World Brothers 1. After the destruction of Dark Tyrant, we get a new villain called Gaiark. Now, that's all I'm going to say about the story. It is, like I said, a direct follow-up to World Brothers 1, so if you enjoyed World Brothers 1, you are certain, I'm sure, to enjoy World Brothers 2 here in the story mode. It's not anything grandiose from what I have seen so far, but it is just a fun story to drive along the narrative. Now, graphics of this game have not changed much at all. It is pretty much the exact same graphics that we saw in World Brothers 1. These are voxel graphics. Very Minecraft-esque in nature, but still very suitable graphics for this style of game that go along very well with the next category, which is the sound. And the sound is the same silly and fun voiceovers with the same over-the-top explosions as in the first game. It's as great as always. The characters have made me laugh. They've made me chuckle. And especially with some of the new characters that are popping in, and just hearing the new main character, which is Fight Together. That's his name, Fighta. Last name is Gether. So, yeah, you can see how silly this is, but just hearing the dialogue has been quite fun. It's been quite hilarious, and it's gotten me tickled quite a few times here. And it's just been a very enjoyable. I haven't wanted to put earplugs in, let's just say it like that. The explosions, all the sound effects are just as epic and over the top as always. They're loud, they're big, and they're quite spectacular. The controls are fluid, they're smooth, and excellent as always. Everything is the exact same, only with additional inputs that allow each character to do new tricks that weren't in the first game. So the controls are pretty much identical to World Brothers 1. However, there are some new additional inputs for each character that does flesh out them as an individual, so that not everybody feels primarily the same. Each person has something new to bring to the table, more so than just their super attack or their ability. Next up is some quality of life changes. As I mentioned a moment ago, each character has additional moves to flesh out their repertoire, even more than in the previous title. This adds much needed variety to the gameplay that keeps this fresh and helps the combat not to get stale. In addition to the new moves, we also get new characters that add to the already zany cast. And as you guys remember from World Brothers 1, we had quite the zany cast. In this one, we have a baseball player that hits explosive home runs. And let me just say, she's one of my favorite characters to use so far. We also have a cat character that calls in an airstrike of waffles. You heard me correct there, guys. She calls in an airstrike of waffles. The new additions are fun and varied, once again adding to the freshness of the gameplay. Each character comes with a weapon like they did in World Brothers 1. However, the weapon they come with is special to that character, meaning that if you keep the weapon that they come with and don't change them, they get like a 20% bonus for using that weapon. So you have the ability to change the weapons if you like, just like in the first game. You can pick a different weapon for the character if you think one is more suitable. But if you stick with the weapon they come with, they do get a bonus to that. That is something new that goes along with them. Each character also has a new R1 attack, very much like an EDF 6, and that can do all kinds of different things depending on the character that you pick. Some characters have a square attack that could be, like with the baseball player, she can take her bat and smash it into an enemy, sending them flying, causing them to explode. Or you have your L2 ability, which it could be that it's going to be a maneuver ability. It lets you slide across the ground, or for some characters, it's actually an attack. So as I stated just a moment ago, there are some new additional moves that go with each character that are more than just their main gun attack, as well as an ability attack and an SP move. And they do still have their SP moves like before. Next up is multiplayer. Regarding multiplayer, there is online as well as two-player split screen for the PS4 and the PS5 versions. No split screen for the Switch or the PC versions. I looked online and it said that the split screen is exclusive to the PlayStation format. As of this review, the PS4 version does suffer from some tanky frame rates in the split screen mode. Hear me out there, guys. I'm just speaking about split screen. On the PS4 version, when playing split screen, the frame rate does tank. Unfortunately, it is in some instances, I would say, below 30 frames a second. It's still playable, but it is kind of jerky. I'm hoping that they can fix that with a day one patch. Hopefully they can. Hopefully it's out there. However, with the PS5 version, you do not have this issue. Split screen on the PS5 version is silky smooth. It is probably 60 frames a second, just like the single player. I have tried both. My son and I have played both the PS4 and the PS5 in split screen, and we could tell a huge difference. PS5, like I said, silky smooth. PS4, playable, but definitely 30 frames or less. In many instances, it's less. It's very jerky. It's not a smooth 30. So there you do have that. And like I said, my son and I have tested both. Now, regarding single player, on the other hand, it has an excellent smooth frame rate. There is no stuttering, no jutting around. It is smooth, it is fluid on both the PS4 and the PS5 version. No issues there at all. So guys, in conclusion, this is an excellent follow-up to World Brothers. I have had an immense amount of fun and can't wait to go back for more. It is very addicting, going back, trying to collect new characters, to get new weapons, and seeing what their new attacks are. They're just so fresh and new, it makes me want to keep going back for more. So, to developer Ukes, I want to say good job, guys. You have made an excellent sequel worthy of the EDF name. To everyone watching this video, I give Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2 Nova Joe's seal of approval. EDF, my friends. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. And if you would like to support this channel financially, you can by going to patreon.com/EDF Central. And as always, guys, take care. God bless and keep on gaming.